Tuesday, Manchester City is facing off against Tottenham Hotspur in a title-defining game. Can Manchester City clinch victory, or will Tottenham Hotspur deny Pep's man again? Let's talk about that today. So, as you can see, I've laid out a tactical path here with these players. We'll talk about the players in a little bit and about the tactics, but first let's talk about Tottenham instead of Manchester City. Tottenham has reasons to not try. That doesn't mean that it's gonna roll over. There is this idea that I have seen on the internet that Tottenham Hotspur does not want Arsenal to win the title, so they're just gonna completely roll over. That is true for the fans. It is not true for the players. They're not going to put in their biggest shift. They don't care if they lose, but they don't want to lose without trying. These are professional athletes. They will try to win. If they lose, they don't care. So it's not going to be their biggest shift of their life. It's not going to be their biggest game of their life. But they won't completely roll over for us. So we still have to do our best as Manchester City. The idea that Tottenham Hotspur won't try whatsoever, that is complete myth. So let's talk about the game itself. Now, the obvious way to win against Tottenham Hotspur is to go over their high line, which usually looks something like this. It's an incredibly high line. Their centre backs are touching the halfway line. Their full backs are in the opposition half. Very often, the centre backs will also be in the opposition half. This high line is amazing for players like Erling Haaland, who I have watched at Dortmund. Very good in that transition play. Play a high ball to him, he will bounce it off to Foden, Rodri or De Bruyne. They play a tip for him, he runs to one goal, he scores, usually. But if Haaland doesn't score, this high line leaves so much time in behind that Haaland will be able to find other options. And because of this high line, Spurs have the slowest recovery rate in the Premier League. It takes them so long to recover from a counter-attack that even 30 seconds after a counter, a final pass can still be found rather easily, well, I won't say easily, but rather effortlessly, should I say, and you can still score. These counters last about half a minute, 45 seconds. That is an insane amount of time that you need to recover. This entire space is going to have defenders in them, and the rest of the Spurs players will be over here. They need too much time to recover because of their high line. So if City gets that ball over, they will probably score. However, let's talk about the players. Foden, probably starting. So is De Bruyne. But what if Pep decides, you know what, I want Kovacic to start. I'm scared of being up deep in Spurs' half and they counter-attack. I don't think this is happening, but I also think that Kovacic is playing. So Grealish is probably coming off, and this might seem familiar to you. This is how he played against Fulham. Foden on the wing, this is how he played a lot this season. Foden on the wing, but he comes back into midfield. So this is really not a true formation. Because when we go forward, we will look something like this, with Foden dropping into midfield to be next to De Bruyne. Kovacic will be a double pivot with Rodri. Walker will be up here with Akanji and Diaz. And then Gvardiol pushing up to be the winger. This is similar to our treble winning season. We have this box midfield, of course, that's a circle. We have this box midfield, of course, which is what won us the treble. And then these swingers and then a back three. Now, in the treble winning season, we accomplished this by pushing John Stones into midfield. This season, we accomplished it by pushing Gvardiol into the left winger position and dropping Foden into midfield. We tried doing that in the earlier part of the season with Kyle Walker, pushing Kyle Walker up, letting Silva drop into midfield, and then creating the box midfield that way. It didn't work because Walker does not have that skill set. Pep has realized that by now, and what he has also realized is Gvardiol does have that skill set. So instead, Gvardiol pushes up. So Manchester City, when attacking, will look something like this, with Diaz probably going a bit more to the left, and Walker probably dropping in quite a substantial bit. Now, obviously, anyone in this midfield can rotate. De Bruyne will stay up, but De Bruyne will be rotating with both the wingers, as well as with Haaland sometimes. Foden can rotate with anyone in this midfield, so can Kovacic, and so can Rodri. So this midfield will be highly rotational. So Kovacic will prefer staying deep, as that is what he is best at. This is probably how we play against Tottenham. I do not expect to see Doku start or to see Grealish start. Though if Grealish does start, I think it will be for Kovacic and not for Foden. I think Foden is playing anyway. Silva, in that formation, Silva will probably going here with Grealish probably on the right. Or we will see something like this. Which, this is an abomination, I am well aware. We will probably see something similar to this, with of course, we will probably have a few different players, but this is an abomination. I do not like this, and I doubt it is happening. I very much so doubt that it is happening. So where is Silva? Over here. This is what I'm expecting to see. Where is Gvardiol? Here. Now, a few players who we might bring off the bench are Bob, Lewis, and most likely Alvarez and Doku. Alvarez and Doku will be coming on probably for Foden and Haaland. And De Bruyne will probably be substituted off by Oscar Bob or Foden. And that's what I'm expecting to see against Spurs tomorrow. Tell me what you think down in the comments. And I'm predicting a 2-0 victory for Manchester City, by the way. Tell me what you think in the comments. And please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.